Hi everyone, it's Miss Martell, and today I'm going to teach you all about getting started on your crochet projects. In today's video, you will learn how to make a slip knot, cast on, create chain stitches, and a single crochet, as well as casting off. The materials you will need are yarn. I got this at my local Michael's store, but you can also get it at Walmart or online. Based on what yarn you use will determine what size crochet hook you need. For this yarn specifically, it asks for a 5.5 millimeter hook. To find out what size crochet hook you need, you can look at your yarn's label. It will have a picture of a crochet hook on there and a number underneath that tells you which size hook you need. The last item you will need is a pair of scissors. For all your crochet projects, you are going to start by making a slip knot. As you can see, I'm taking my hook and making a loop around and then taking the shorter tail end and wrapping that around again. I should have 2 loops on my hook. I'm going to take the loop that's on the bottom and pull it over the top, creating my knot. Now that you have your slip knot, we can begin with our chain stitch. To do a chain stitch, similar to your slip knot, you're going to cross the yarn over the top and pull the bottom loop over it. I'll do it again. Put the yarn over the top, take the bottom loop and pull it over it. I want to make a project that has 10 chains, so I'm going to do this 10 times. Depending on what project you are making will determine on how many chains you need. If you wanted something longer like a blanket, you'd probably need more. If you want something smaller like a scarf, you probably do less. I now have my 10 stitches. I'm going to add 1 extra stitch to the end so I can turn my work and start with my single crochets. This is the next stitch we are going to learn. To do this stitch, you're going to insert the head of your crochet needle into one of the loops on the stitch and then loop around your yarn and pull it through. This should make 2 loops on your hook. You're going to loop your yarn over again and pull it through both loops. This creates a single crochet. I'll do it again. You're going to insert your yarn into one of your chain stitches. You're going to wrap the yarn around at the top, pull it through. Then you're going to loop the yarn around again and pull through the last 2 loops. You're going to repeat this step until you get to the end of your chain. Once you reach the end of your chain, it should look something like this. I'm going to add 1 extra stitch, just a chain stitch, to the end so I can flip my work again. Next, I'm going to repeat my same single crochet stitch into these V shapes, which formed on the top of my stitches. See how the head of my crochet hook is inserted into both of those loops on the top of my single crochet. I'm going to repeat the same step as I did before with, I'm going to insert it into the stitch, pull through my yarn so I have 2 loops on my hook, wrap the yarn over again and pull through both loops. All right, my project is done. I ended up with this nice little swatch and I'm ready to cast off. To do this, I'm going to take my last stitch. I have 1 loop on my crochet hook and I'm going to cut my yarn. I'm going to wrap it over my loop and I'm going to pull it through. And then I'm going to take the tail, I'm going to feed it all the way through, and then I'm going to pull it tight. This creates my end knot. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something new about crocheting and can get started on some projects.